John here, and I want to give a preview of an upcoming series I'm going to have for you guys, basically talking about knife sharpening and all the devices I've accumulated and kind of my experience with all of them. Uh, Really, what it comes down to with knife sharpening is knowledge, practice, and skill. All of these devices will claim to get the sharpest knives possible. When it comes to which one works the best, really that's a matter of preference and user experience. We have everything here from the Lansky guided stone system. I've got the clamp and all that stuff somewhere. And the stones on this, the higher grit ones at least, they're decent. They work okay. I'm not a big fan of the clamp systems. It's very tedious, time consuming, but we will go over some of that stuff in the future. My recent purchase, the Spyderco Sharp Maker. This is probably the first video I'm going to make. I like this guy a lot. The abrasives of the Sharp Maker are not to be underestimated. They're very, very good. The ceramic on there will cut any steel. And you really don't need any of the upgrade stuff. You don't need the ultra fine stones. The only upgrade you would need is maybe the diamond if you're going to make this your main system. But this is definitely a great system. Like that a lot. Let's see, we even have stuff like this file here. This is just a bastard mill file. And you know what? If I'm going to sharpen something like this axe, I'm not going to use anything else. You could see how quick that removes some metal on there. If you got a ton of metal to remove and it's kind of a softer carbon steel, the file is definitely the way to go. What else do we have? Let's see, the DC3, DC4, these have got to be the coolest sharpeners. I feel like they do. The higher skill you have in sharpening, the more rewarding these guys are to use because they're so simple. They're just everything you need, nothing you don't, no BS. Really great. We'll go over those. I've actually talked about the DC4 a lot, or excuse me, the DC3. We've seen a video of me sharpening with this new DC4. Great device. This is where we all kind of start. This is a Smith pull-through sharpener with a carbide and a brown ceramic. It's got this rod guide. I've used this a little bit. Probably the worst sharpener here. Leaves probably the worst edge. This is what most people get through their lives with. This is as sharp as people can get knives, and the factory knives are always as sharp as the knife is going to get, and then they just keep making it duller and duller with this guy. But you know what? They just get the job done for a lot of people. I'm not going to talk mess on these things. They work for some dudes. That's great for them. Nah, I don't like it that much. Let's see. We got the Work Sharp Kin Onion edition. This is a awesome device. This can be your all-around device right here. Different speed control settings, wider belts, huge list of accessories you can put on this guy. You can use it for freehanding. Change the position of it. I can also use this for some axe sharpening. We'll do some videos on that. This device is freaking rad. I like it a lot. Highly recommend this guy right here. Let's see, you could also get into some Waterstone sharpening here. We've got the King Waterstone. You can get these guys for like 15 bucks on Amazon. 1000 grit stone. You know, great stone, great beginner stone. It doesn't want to cut really high-end stainless knives or super hard fancy steels. But, you know, just basic steels or whatnot, it'll definitely cut those real good. It's a real muddy stone, good feedback, hard stone. Good stuff. You upgrade your Waterstone skill, you can move up to a 90-watt professional series, which is the old Chosera, and this is probably my favorite Waterstone, this 400 grit. Man, this thing cuts any steel. It's actually got a ceramic abrasive with a magnesia bonder, so you don't soak this stone. This one takes a good 15-20 minute soak. In fact, I just keep it in the water. This guy is splash and go. It will hollow out, of course, compared to like a diamond, but it cuts really fast, leaves a great finish on there, doesn't leave a ton of scratches. This is probably where you want to be at if you're really into fixed blades, kitchen knives, and you want to do a ton of reprofiling work, as well as mirror polished edges. The Waterstones, guys, I'm telling you, that's probably the way to go. You can also do mirror polishing with this guy right here, but this is just like, this is more skill, more zen. You don't have to worry about ruining a temper on a knife if you know what you're doing with this guy right here. But I do very much prefer the Waterstones, I think, when it comes to a really fancy knife. I like using the Waterstone the best. This right here is my stone holder. This is a must if you're going to get water stones. And this is my diamond plate. This is a DMT extra coarse. You can see it's flaking out. You got to take care of your stuff. Don't leave it wet and you won't have that problem there. But this stuff all kind of goes hand in hand. And you can see how all that would add up. This is a $60 stone. We got a $15 stone, sure, but the stone holder is $25. This plate's $50. And if you're getting into Waterstone sharpening, it could totally add up. Versus if you just need to get stuff sharp, you know, this is $50 right here. So that's good to go. Another really sweet device is this right here. This is the Work Sharp guided sharpening system. And it has these little guides you can put on here if you're new to sharpening. This right here, these angles are for stropping. So you can lay your blade right there and then pull it across to strop. I'm not going to strop at that angle. But really cool. It'll follow the curvature of the knife with this pivot response system. It definitely is competing with the Sharpmaker when it comes to a sharpening device for new people. Unlike the Sharpmaker though, you do get this sweet base with it, and you could lock it off. Okay, so you can turn that feature off and you can take the guides off. So whether you're a beginner or a seasoned pro, this entire package is great. I've got the strop system. It comes with these magnetic plates. It comes with 4 different, the stock version only comes with 2 different diamond plates and the ceramic rod, which is very similar to the ceramic on the Sharpmaker. And then the upgrade kit comes with 2 more diamond plate grits to really even out the whole package. And then you get this awesome leather strop, and it comes with some compound to put on there as well. So great device. One of my favorite sharpening devices here, the one I use more than any of these, is probably this guy right here. You guys have seen my video on this. This is the Work Sharp guided field sharpener. Awesome device. I went over it in a lot of detail, so I'm just showing you guys this right here. You also have the DMT. This came with my aligner kit, which is very similar to the Lasky, except it's more souped up. It had some like magnetic clamps or whatnot. Again, I'm not a fan of the clamp systems. These have these interrupted surfaces, which I believe are to help with some feedback, so you can feel it kind of rubbing on there, as well as it's supposed to prevent it from loading up, since you're not supposed to use these with water or oil. You can use water, but not oil. My take on these guys, I don't like the interrupted surface. That's less abrasive. It takes more time to sharpen stuff with. Not a fan. I do love the simplicity of this. I do love how you definitely have your like hand, like a handle to hold on to with that right there. And you do get some higher grits. I mean, this is supposed to be around like 8,000 mesh, which is it's a pretty high grit. I don't know what that translates to when it comes to Waterstone, this 8,000 mesh. But yeah, these guys are decent. I mean, they're really compact. But you know what, man? I would rather just have this guy right here, because I have everything I need. I've got diamond, I've got ceramic, and I've got a strop. This is the best of all worlds right here. But stick around on my channel. This is just a brief review of all this stuff that I have, and I would love to teach you guys how to sharpen with all these different devices. And yeah, you guys can basically choose which one you like the best. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Take care.